Yet another year, yet another WWE game to review. Hello, and this is Kadic Reviews for this year's WWE game, WWE 2k18 to be more exact. But have they listened to my warnings about last year? And if not, are they going to be punished for it? Good news is they did listen. Bad news is there's still some slight problems. But all in all, this is the best product that 2K has released with the WWE logo on it. And it starts with its giant roster. Over 180 wrestlers make up the roster out of the box. You heard me. Over 180. It's getting kind of silly. Current stars like the aforementioned Roman Reigns, who you're seeing there, Chad Gable, Jason Jordan, and others make up the roster slots. All the titles are around, but sadly, not all the cruiserweights from 205 Live have made the main roster, and of course, as always, some late additions have been added into the game and will be DLC. Sadly, the DLC this year will be kind of lacking. I wish they would have more packs than just 4, because wrestling is constantly changing. Outside of that, the presentation has been given a cleaner, more DVD-style look, with a soundtrack made up from tracks picked by, well, The Rock. He likes himself some old-school classic rock and some Tech 9 rap, by the by. And unlike in other soundtracks, the soundtrack is listenable this year, with even a few standouts like Disturbed's Down with the Sickness. The menus are clean and easy to get through, but you'll run into the game's first problem right away. Loading screens. Loading screens, loading screens, loading screens for everything you do, in and out of playing the game. Difficulty sliders, well, the AI is decent, but still in tag matches, and most importantly, in multi-man matches, the AI can most certainly forget what to do, and often you as a player have to openly initialize, especially on the easier difficulty. I'm sure that goes away on higher levels. But the game is made up of the traditional My Career mode, which My Career mode has been streamlined. Gone are the multitudes of menus, which still have to go through to a small extent. And in is a very SmackDown Here Comes the Pain-like locker room system. By talking to superstars to get small RPG sub-quests combined with talking to your producer, i.e. lead booker, you'll get the matches for the night, as well as being able to cut promos with Renee Young, start the new backstage brawls at your own leisure, once you get the level of fan favorite, or in this case, company man. It's shorthand for heel or face, but it does a better effect than the previous year, where company man has stuff like getting double the virtual currency at the end of its line, and things like managers and being able to set up match cards at own leisure, or to break into anybody's promo. Meanwhile, fan favorite gives you the ability to John Cena the WWE title to your own liking, as well as additional things like an updated entrance and fan favorite clothes. It's actually very attainable, but through the main storyline, you won't gain enough points to even get halfway up the line. And as you can see, there's another problem with the new locker room system: frame rate drop. Frame rate drop is all over this game at times, but most assuredly shows up in the Royal Rumble match, and can even, at least on Xbox, can even cause crashes of the game from time to time if there are too many restarts. As well as, in career mode, you'll be cutting more promos than you would be doing actually wrestling, which is a downer. But thankfully, the promo system rewards consistency in promo topic, and it's a lot easier to understand and score well. If the dialogue is not better, which it's not, but look at what the WWE is in PG. It kind of fits with the current WWE business aesthetic. Storylines for the main story, some of them, are ripped directly from WWE storylines past. Roman Reigns, the Yes Movement, and of course the anti-authority storyline naturally, as well as many others. Your stay in NXT, for instance, to me is far too short, and even on pay-per-views, even though you get intros to the pay-per-views, it's not designated as such outside of a TV screen, which breaks the illusion. But the My Career also has a multitude of objectives, like gaining a bunch of stars to pass on the match, doing a certain number of specials, or we're doing a certain requirement. There's even a couple early on that require you to lose, which is a first. But of course, if you don't take the dive, or you do something that the higher-ups don't like, you will get kinda storyline punished, and there are a few predestined events that shouldn't be. But things should just develop as is, which thankfully, once the main story is over, that's the effect. But outside of that, you have your standard matches with tons of match types and even match customization. You have the return of weight distribution, which is handled much better than in previous games of the past. The 2 different types of submission system, and of course the Royal Rumble eliminations that changes every year has become a button mashing system. But the thing that has gotten the most attention is the online play, and I'm happy to report the online actually works. You can get into games pretty easily and have mostly a lag-free experience, which is the one thing I wanted to have, and this game finally does it. And to celebrate this new better online, there's a new mode, Road to Glory. This is where my worry kicks in, however, because although the mode is just a glorified repackaging of the ranked mode, done a lot better, that's video games' new bane of existence: microtransactions. Seeing that VC isn't everybody's biggest fan either, this is a toxic combination. But give me some time and I will explain. Not to worry, at least for this year anyway.
Up and over the scoop slam.
Road to Glory and my career are directly linked with one character. As you win matches, you'll gain not only the vaunted VC, but you'll gain experience that will ultimately unlock loot boxes on silver and gold types. And of course you can manually buy these loot boxes using your VC. The reason for it is all the many customization options like moves, outfits, and other things have been locked to this new loot box system. It's not such a bad thing, considering, taking a page from their mobile games, Road to Glory has a star system and a pay-per-view weekly setup. As you accomplish many challenges and win games through having higher star ranks, you'll gain access to the pay-per-view of the month, which can gain you a rare piece of gear not found in the normal game itself. It's actually something worth going for and makes the ranked grind actually a fun time. And as you fail, you'll also still gain the experience or boosters to earn more loot boxes. And considering that you can use VC everywhere, it's not such a bad thing. But unfortunately, I fear that this could become a paid microtransaction in the future. But thankfully, it is not, and you're rewarded for all your work done. Universe sadly remains unchanged, but Community Creations, now with the working online, is great. Community Creations is filled with dozens of new stuff, and now because the servers work, getting to it is a lot easier to get to. Outside of that, not much has been changed. Create an entrance, create a video, and create a victory are largely untouched. In fact, a lot of what's in the game outside of the two main modes in Road to Glory are untouched, but this isn't a negative. Combined still with the best wrestling gameplay there is that have been even further improved with new cell animations and a new graphics engine, WWE has never looked better.
There's the elimination.
This is the perfect snapshot of what the modern WWE game should look like, outside of the fear of the loot box system becoming a paid microtransaction in future games. This game finally, although not changing a lot fundamentally, finally gets the things under the hood done right. Finally, WWE 2K is a sports game main eventer. A 9 out of 10. Tell me your thoughts on the latest WWE game, and who your favorite wrestler is just for kicks. And until next time, I'm Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own Nirvana, and thanks for watching.
That's getting off the hook easy if you ask me. Titus O'Neil is making his presence known. You can't put a price tag on landing that perfect strike. And
online, it's great.